would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cardinals will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry, your running back sticks it on the floor. Defense recovers. That is not the start you do well.
Got enough for the first. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinals. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown. Turning it on! He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
The Jayhawks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. And the Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Daniels. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this.
Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. At the 45 on his way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
Dropping back, it's Moss. Caught near the sticks, it's Stewart. Stopped just inside the 25, will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He might want another play. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kansas offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Daniels. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Bulldozes his way through. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field. So he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
The Jayhawks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. Wants to pass. He's going for the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. On to attempt the try.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Is headed back out on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The offense changing the play. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
To the air, it's Moss. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
back to pass on second down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
The Cardinals are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Cardinals will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that player.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. Here's the handoff. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
He's brought down near the 16-yard line.
We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Makes a man miss. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the option. Now the toss. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
The Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The The Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Grabbed over the middle, it's Henderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his 2nd sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the 2nd time today.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Back to throw, it's Moss. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Here they're trying to get it to the edge. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got his man to the left. Oh, what a move to get room. Bust through, just dismissing tackles. Past the 10. Into the end zone unimpeded. Except for that piece of laundry on the field, this might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good to finish things off. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Moss. Unloads to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
The Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Brown. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. In the middle, it's Lacy. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
The Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Moss. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right
This offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Toss to the outside. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Fires to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Caught near the sideline, it's Canty. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Pickett. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Calls his own number. And this one will be stopped for no gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. A designed run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
Momentum is such a real thing in college football, and scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Jayhawks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense? Scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. They've got the screen set up. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
To squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Kansas! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Number 18.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. Turning it on! The 40! He's at the 20! Touchdown, Cardinals! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Running to Green. Turning on the Jets. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Jayhawks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Gets it to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play is over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. You used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RBI.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long. It's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop that deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football, try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Cardinals trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Moss. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, Louisville! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. The pitch to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Under fire. Finds a man on the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Floats it out in space. Shows him the stiff arm. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And the Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Canty. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Touchdown, Mark Chunk Jayhawk. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's loose. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move. Look out, he's got room. Gets it past the marker. Speeding down the left side. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
Number 99, set to kick this one off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass, it's Moss. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, and he knocks it out of the way, and he's running free. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Second down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Wants to throw. It's Moss. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
And the Cardinals are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Shows him the stiff arm. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Behind the line, it's Collins. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Touchdown Cardinals! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Working that left side now. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback running on the draw. Brings into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Motion from the back. To the air on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Henderson.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I don't like the play play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Henderson. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Reads it, fires complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. 4th down, down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some 1st downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. To throw again. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. The give to the tailback. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Let's see if both sides are content to just let this half run out. The offense takes a knee. Defense still has all 3 timeouts.